I think one thing all of us teens can agree on is that talking to adults is terrifying. And I had never thought about how much it terrified me. Like, I literally will avoid tasks because I'm terrified of doing them. Like getting college recommendation letters and even just getting a sweatshirt from the sweatshirt guy in my school. Like, I would literally avoid that because I'm so terrified of talking to adults. It's kind of insane. And I never thought about why I'm terrified of talking to adults. And the more I thought about it, the more it actually made a lot of sense. I think it's because teenagers believe that adults have this expectation of us to be dumb, immature, generally annoying. And what we're really scared of is that we'll mess up and we'll get the good old eye roll, the good old look around like, what is this teenager talking about? And why are they wasting my time? And I think we're just so afraid of their judgment because there's just this enormous gap between being a teenager and an adult, I guess. And it really is scary. And we're scared to fulfill that expectation of teenagers being immature and dumb. And we want to exceed that. We want to seem mature, intelligent, creative. And we're just scared of failing at that. And one example I have, it wasn't really a failure, it was just kind of an awkward conversation with an adult, is that my boss sat me down and I had just first started working there about a month beforehand, and he was like, okay, Caitlin, I want to get to know you better, so tell me a little bit about yourself. And I don't know if you've ever gotten asked this question. It's not really a question, it's an odd thing, but tell me a little bit more about yourself is really horrible because you're like, what do I do with my life? Who am I? What do I like? What are my hobbies? And you really can't think of anything. Which, I mean, you do things in your free time and you have fun in your life and you like things, but at the moment your brain just goes blank. And that's what my brain did. It just went completely blank. And I was like, literally sitting there for at least 10 seconds like, that's a good question. Like, complimenting his question skills rather than actually answering it. And then I came up with that I like paddleboarding, which I do. I mean, I go a couple of times a summer, but it's not like a big part of my personality. And then I told him I play indoor soccer, which I played for like literally a month. So I named the two most obscure facts about me possible, and not the things that I actually really cared about. So that was pretty awkward. Like, I played softball for like 5 years of my life. I played basketball. I've played the saxophone for like 11 years. Didn't mention that. Anyway, so that was pretty awkward. And from that experience, I have gained a little insight on the key to speaking to adults, and it's confidence. Confidence is huge. You have to have confidence in yourself that you are intelligent and that you can speak to adults. And what I do is I just count down from 5. And I don't know why, just to get the guts to even like talk to an adult. If you count down from 5, it's so worth it. And then you just do it. It's just like an impulse. You just start talking. And just you can't think about it. If you think about talking to them and what they're thinking about you, then that is what leads to failure. And the second large aspect of talking to adults is you can't think of them as an adult. You can't put them on this pedestal above you. You have to put yourself on that same pedestal and say, this is just a person and I'm talking to this person. And that is the key to speaking to adults. So get out there and speak to some adults. Good talking to you guys.